Hello everyone, I'm Shalon from Soulful Beauty, and I'm coming on here today to actually talk to you about your relationship with failure. I was just talking to a client about this the other day. For those who don't know me, I'm an intuitive holistic hair artist. So I do a lot of coaching from behind the chair. But along with that, I actually help support my clients in releasing things that limiting beliefs, negative mindset, all that kind of stuff that is keeping them from, keeping them stuck in cycles, keeping them stuck in where they are at in life, keeping them from moving forward, like even just like lots of relationship stuff, actually, lots of relationship stuff I talk with my clients about. And so anyway, today is your relationship to failure and how we look at failure as such a negative thing all the time. Okay. And that it's like a bad thing. Okay. And just on a side note, things are not good or bad. It's just the label that we give them. They're just a thing that happened. Okay. So I'm talking to her about failure. I can't even remember what exactly the thing was, but I look at failure as like a lesson. Okay. Because in the grand scheme of things, I feel like I've failed a lot of things in my life. Okay. One thing that I was being called actually to share with you is that I used to be married and I got divorced like 13 years ago. And because of my upbringing and because of the fact that I was like raised Catholic, that like getting a divorce is like a big no-no, right? And so I struggled a lot with that, like feeling like a failure. And even though I don't like necessarily agree with, the Catholic upbringing now, at that point in time, I really struggled to go to church and to, the whole like fear of rejection and being judged and shame and all of that kind of stuff that comes up with failure, right? And in regards to the fact that it is just a lesson, okay? Every relationship, interaction, experience that we have is a lesson. It's what we do with that is important, okay? We can choose to stay in that cycle and continuously repeat that over and over and over again and not actually learn the lesson, or we can take a step back. I've talked about this before, taking a step back and looking at things from a different perspective and seeing how you showed up in that experience and what was the takeaway from that experience. How can you change things now moving forward? How can we, take a different approach to things, right? It's like when we're trying new things, especially in my business, when I'm trying new things, it's like, okay, I tried this. Didn't work. That doesn't mean that it's not going to. Maybe it's just not the right time. Maybe it was just creating an awareness for people. Maybe I need to take a different approach at it and come at it a different way. Maybe it's not ready yet. Maybe people aren't ready yet, especially with incorporating intuitiveness and holistic services and everything with my business and my salon services. Some people are not ready for that yet, and that's okay. Okay, because it is about laying what I'm being shown right now is like laying the bricks on a pathway, right? Laying the bricks, doing the groundwork and that kind of stuff, right? And maybe that's you too. Maybe you have this amazing idea that you want to do and maybe you want to take action on it and you're actually scared, and that's okay. But do you know what? Fear, I think I've discussed this before too, has two acronyms, okay? You can how is it? Face everything and rise, or run. Okay. The choice is up to you and it doesn't matter, right? It's not a failure. It is a learning lesson. It is a stepping stone up the rung, or like the analogy I'm being told now is like a rung on the ladder, right? When you look at a graph, like things are not always like an upward projection. Like when we're working through things, it's not a straight line. Okay. Sometimes, especially when we're healing, it's like, I always call it like a cha-cha, and I love to dance, right? So it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And that's okay. All right. Because Now I'm thinking about like an arrow, right? Like what do we do with the arrow before, there's so many analogies coming through today. So before we propel forward, right? We're like pulled backward, right? Before we're like projected forward, right? So we like learn that lesson and then we move forward 2 more steps, right? So you're actually farther along than you were before, okay? So it's about recreating that relationship with failure. I'm actually in my salon right now. I don't actually do my YouTube videos in my salon all the time, but yeah, about recreating your relationship with failure, okay? And how you have allowed that maybe to hold you back in the past, or to keep you stuck in cycles, or to keep you in a fear and not take you movement forward, okay? The fear of failure in general, the fear of what other people may think, the fear of being judged, the fear of like, you know, being shamed or whatever it is, okay? I work a lot with my clients in regards to this. I actually work a lot with a lot of clients who are in business or trying to move forward in their lives, or like I said, working with relationships, because like the way we show up in one relationship is usually the way we show up in multiple relationships, okay? So the biggest thing is when we change the relationship with ourselves, right? And so, you know, nothing is ever a failure. It is a learning lesson. It is a step. It is, you know, up to you to decide how you want that to progress. Okay. If you want to allow it to keep you stuck, or if you're going to use it as a stepping stone to move forward. Okay. But it's not a failure. It's a learning lesson. We've only been programmed by society to see it as a failure. All right, so let me know how that resonates with you. If you'd like to work with me any further, please reach out. I do transformational sessions that are can be done online, and those work with releasing negative mindset, limited beliefs. It's energy clearing, energy work, restructuring our mindset, and being able to feel more confident in yourself and being able to take action steps and moving forward into whatever it is that you're looking for, or just like releasing stuff from the past that is like not serving you anymore, okay? Shifting, like I said, perspectives, mindset, and being able to move forward in your life in general. If you're feeling stuck right now, then maybe that's a good sign to reach out to me. And if not, you know, thank you for being here. And I look forward to sharing more information from behind the chair at a later date. So thank you, and have a beautiful rest of your day. Take care.